Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him. Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Thaniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century? You're Halsin. Thaniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. It's in changes. Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
What's next, I wonder?
Looking ahead. Curious. Never a dull moment.
I'm ready. I mustn't let anyone see.
Our enemies are everywhere. From silence to suffering.
I've got a long road ahead. Is that blood? No, never mind.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
You can see me?
What's next, I wonder?
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there, alone. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs. Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works. Oakfather, hear me, aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
I'm ready.
Onward.
What's the plan? On my way.
More foes. Halsin better get back soon.
Understood.
No survivors.
Need to stay focused.
more time.
My victims await.
Need to stay focused.
Fresh orders?
Let's end this. Have to keep going.
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be. No. But some part of him is missing. He's hollow. I need to examine him back at the camp. Come see us when you can.
No time to rest.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need it.
Seems like you need some extra supplies. What'll it be? Pleasure?
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. A search burdened by unnatural darkness. But don't let that discourage you. Then speak. Ugh, some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. There are as many versions of a tale as there are people to tell it. Let that satisfy you. And anyway, the heroics of old have done seemingly... We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. That remains to be seen. Criterion number 1, make Catherick bleed. Criterion 2, survive that thing in your skull.
Hiss! I say hiss! This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. You've had enough, now go. Quickly, hiss! I slinked, of course. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. But do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
What now? No! And pestering the craftsman won't speed things up. I'm sure you would. if you're done.
Jahira wants to know about supplies.
Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Just about?
Just about.
What's on your mind? Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our... Back in the thick of... How can I help? Oh, I have the magic touch. I applaud your taste.
What to do?
An open tomb. Empty. Not ominous in the slightest.
There's more to this place. I'm sure of it. Lady Shah's presence is near.
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Sosen Elg Oloth.
Isobel's tomb. The very one that Ketherick raised her from.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Nothing. It must have been disarmed.
Moonrise Towers. It makes the urge hiss within. It was part of your disgrace. But how? Ketherick lost his daughter, but the bastard knows why you lost everything. Ketherick, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding his own past, just as he's keeping pieces of yours.
That disc must be the way forward.
Where will it bring us, though?
That might be worth a look.
As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwerg.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira to come up with one.
I don't.
I do.
That's why we're still standing
You have
around.
my attention.
Perimeter's clear, Mom.
All is ash and meat.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Do you? Well, let us not leave you in suspense then. You are right. She is. Something malign? Huh. Or some blessing of Seluna, perhaps. I do not know what restored Isobel's life to her, but I can see what she is doing with it. If she wished to see us drowned in darkness, Isobel needn't have lifted a finger. Instead, she holds out her hand. I choose to take it. I choose to trust. And not just because I have no other choice. And now we are the best of friends. You see? The power of trust. When I find myself needing a reminder of just who Isobel Thorm is, I simply step outside and look up. She'll extend that protection to you too if you see her. You've shown me how well you can sniff out secrets. I'd like to see you turn that nose upon Ketheric Thorm.
This is the one Sceleritas sent you to kill. Every scrap of your marrow yearns to end her.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. An unfortunate coincidence. I hope never to meet the wicked man who hemorrhaged shadows over this peaceful village. And yet, you hesitate.
She doesn't believe you will do it. You can see she wants to believe there is mercy in all, even in the worst.
You aren't the first to threaten me. But I know the eyes of a killer when I see them. You mean me no harm, do you? An experienced cleric can tell such things.
The urge within does not want to talk. The restless urge starts to scream. As suddenly as it started, you have tamed the urge. It slumbers again.
There we are. The real you. Your affliction, is it? Doesn't rule you, does it? Let things begin again, as long as you keep the peace in Last Light. Go on, then. It belongs to the goddess Shah. According to the Harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketheric, the one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough. Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights, at any cost. I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories. What happened to you? Tragedy. Don't let Jaheira catch you dawdling.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan.
Soldier?
Always.
Sure. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold. Perhaps, if we can find Thaniel's lost half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else. No matter how it's been twisted by the shadows, it is still part of Thaniel's essence. It will resemble him somehow and may show signs of his power. Look for signs of life in the darkness, wildflowers where everything else is dead. The curse cannot subdue the power Thaniel bears. Not entirely.
In fact, I saw just the sort before, not long after we first came within reach of the Shadow Curse. Fool that I am, I did not grasp their significance at the time. There is a ruin some way outside of Last Light. I caught a glimpse of fresh blooms there, but did not investigate further. I shall mark it upon your map.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute... anything. Just say the word. I'll be ready.
I'd love to, thanks.
I wonder what the next move is.
Mind never quiet.